We live.
We are live, and we are pumped up, just like those people in the crowd who are in awe of whatever's going on in this ring right now.
I like the guy in the purple do-rag, sunglasses, and gold jacket.
I feel like I owe that man money, and he is staring a hole through my soul right now. Like that's how intent he looks at. He's looking into the camera.
What do you
Like,
think his
hey,
street name is?
Purple Rain or something.
Lil homie.
Little perp, little perp.
Lil perp.
Yeah, little perp. Shazam. Sasha Banks ruined. Now, man, if you would put our last three thumbnails together, what story do you think they're telling?
I don't know.
It looks like, to me, I feel like it's the rise and fall of Becky Lynch.
I mean,
Becky
Becky Lynch didn't really get anything in our last thumbnail.
Wasn't she the one holding the belt up next to Charlotte?
Yeah.
And I think in the one before, she was on commentary, right? I feel like that was the one before that one. I think. But I feel like Becky has been on the cover 3 times, and this is the one she finally got hers at the end of our thumbnail, because she is clearly asleep. That's how I look. Right after the show, that is how I'm going to look. I am going to sleep, and this is how the show's going to feel, conquering me as I am dead. I am legally
Given she
dead.
put in so much work on commentary, I feel like I would have taken a nap.
Yeah. She talking her shit. She is talking that shit on commentary. Like, I don't know. I would hate to be in an argument. Like, Seth better hope he's never in an argument, a real argument with Becky. He's going to lose. Because no matter what Becky was saying, I was like, damn, she's right. She's saying it loud enough. And she's saying a lot of lies right now. But she believes it. She believes all of it. Oh, man. That's a white woman in trouble right there.
I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less. I wouldn't expect anything less, to be honest.
Yeah. I would have took those gold shoes right after this move, though. I would have took the shoes and pawned it. It's been a hell of a time trying to unlace those boots, but I would have pawned those shoes. Don't care. No mercy. Man, I don't like creepy referee back there, just looking in the back on.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, huh? I got the best view of the house. You know what I mean?
I never meet your heroes.
Nope. Damn, Jeff Hardy. This is what Jeff Hardy looks like every Saturday night when he was talking about his highs and lows. This is him at on time low right here.
I feel like this is Jeff Hardy right after Elias.
Elias, who went undrafted because no one knows his name. You don't know my name.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Ow, ow, ow!
Hey!
Oh,
Check out the Marcus and Manny show.
I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous. Marcus, out the gate. Levi has said Jeff Hardy is going to jail.
You know what's funny about that statement right there? That could be true in any different year, month, or whatever, and I'd be like, yeah, I believe that 100%. This is 100%. I don't know when, I don't know what he did, but I'm pretty sure that's an honest assessment of where Jeff Hardy's at. Like his current state, like his next stop. I'm at home wrestling. Next stop, jail. He's like John Jones of wrestling.
Yeah, he really is.
And like you never know. You never know when.
I would say the Usos are more than John Jones of wrestling with the DUI arrest.
Yeah, but John Jones has a lot of cocaine in him too and drugs. He could be Jeff Hardy. Maybe that's what John Jones really is. He's a combination of Jeff Hardy and the Usos. Can't help himself. Can't help himself.
Right, so.
But whenever he's around drugs, he helps himself.
We had a draft last night.
Ooh. It was a bit breezy.
Part two it said draft.
I want them to stop calling it a draft. Just call it a shake-up. Just make some bullshit name. Because they do not know how a draft operates, man. They do not.
They really don't. So, I'm going to pull up this graphic. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Yep. So, Raw drafted last night Becky Lynch, Bobby Lashley, Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, AJ Styles and Omos, Kevin Owens, Street Profits, Finn Balor, Karrion Kross, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, and Gable Steveson.
Yeah. I feel like Raw picked up a lot of wrestlers, but I still think SmackDown has the better set of wrestlers. I think with the draft pick of like Hit Row and Charlotte and Sheamus, that puts them to me in a better spot. And even if they decide to use Ricochet, they have a better slot of wrestlers. Oh, and also Ridge Holland, the young upstart, who is basically Brock Lesnar.
SmackDown picked up the Usos, Sasha Banks, King Nakamura, and Rick Big Sheamus, Shayna Baszler, the Predator, Xia Li, the Viking Raiders. Ricochet.
Wait, Xia Li went to SmackDown?
Yeah, Ricochet. Humberto,
I thought she went to Raw.
No, she went to.
Oh, I got it mixed up. You're right.
She's right there on the graphic. Don't confuse me.
Yeah, you're right. I got it mixed up. It is my fault. I'm sorry.
Ricochet, Humberto, and Angel Garza, Cesaro, Ridge Holland, and Sami Zayn. Amongst that, they have Dana Brooke, Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, Jackson Riker, Veer, Liv Morgan, Mia Yim, Tamina, Tegan Knox, Shelton Benjamin, and Cedric Alexander. The Miz going to Raw in supplemental draft. And then going over to SmackDown is Jinder Mahal and Shanky. So they've split them up. They've split up Natty and Tamina.
There goes Tamina's goal aspirations again. She's done.
Natty's gone to SmackDown, and they've and Shotzi's gone to SmackDown, meaning they've also broken up Tegan Knox and Shotzi.
Yeah, I believe. No, see, this whole draft thing is why not draft Shotzi and Tegan together, or Jinder and his girls together? What were the rules? Give me rules of why some of these groups can go together and some of them can't. Or these petty network execs like, I can't take Tegan in those knees, man. I just can't. I can't.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense anyway. So basically, so obviously there was rules of allegedly there was one pool that were going to get drafted on day one, and then the other pool getting drafted on day two. But where you start to see people being split up and stuff, I was like, why didn't you just draft the bloodline as a whole?
Yeah. But they were only allowed to be on part 2, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. Again, as I stated in the thumbnail, just call it a shake-up. Call it we're moving around, that we're making some roster adjustments. Just whatever it takes. Just stop calling it a draft, because you have no idea what a draft is. And the only part that felt like a draft, an honest draft, was the drafting of Gable Steveson on when they showed him and his family at home hugging, and like it was an NFL draft pick.
But how poor did they make that house look? There was no furniture anywhere else other than 2 chairs.
Hey, amateur athletes are poor. I'm sure he doesn't have the money like we think. I think that was authentic.
Olympic athletes get paid.
I don't know.
That Filipino one that won the fucking gold medal, she's been offered 2 houses.
Yeah. But one, Manny, the Filipino person is from the Philippines. There's not much money over there. You give her a little money, bang, she could buy 8 houses. Just saying.
But Gable Steveson is I think it's the ratings jump. You throw his name into conversation, you're bringing in other audiences. That's why I think that's why they put him on they made him jump NXT and developmental to go straight onto the main roster.
But do you think he is a ratings jump? Do you think? Honestly, I can't tell you 5 people who know who Gable Steveson is outside of the wrestling industry. Maybe the people who cover the Olympics and stuff. It's not that big. I don't feel he's that big a deal in America.
I think it was to shock up the ESPN audience, the ones that watch SportsCenter all the time. I think it's Gable Steveson gets drafted to WWE Raw, all that nonsense, because that makes a headline. And that's all WWE is now, is there's instant gratification kind of thing, so you get your quick ratings bump.
Yeah, but he ain't no Ronda. He ain't Kurt. I feel like Kurt Angle was a bigger deal when he won his gold medals, again, with a broken freaking neck, than Gable Steveson was.
Well, so Levi says Gable. I'm not saying Stevenson. It's too long. Steveson. Gable is the WWE's biggest prospect since John Cena. I'd say Raw 1. Roman is stale to me.
Disagree. I acknowledge Roman Reigns. I acknowledge Roman Reigns every week. And just to see him and Paul Heyman together and whatever's going on in that storyline, it's captivating TV no matter what.
He says that, but then he says Charlotte will become a SmackDown. She's a star wherever she goes. If she walked into AEW tomorrow, she would be a star.
Honestly, if I were drafting wrestlers for real, in all the companies, Charlotte is clearly one of my top 5 picks right off the bat. Right off the bat. I'm not going to even deny it. And you may say, oh, man, you can't. That's not true. No, Charlotte is a top 5 pick in any company draft of wrestling for me.
I'm telling you now, I'd probably draft either 1 or 2.
Yeah. Because with Charlotte, love her or hate her, but you're going to get some good matches out of her. She builds up women. I thought this week on Raw, her and Bianca, even though they did have their NXT stuff, this was probably one of the best matches Bianca's ever looked. And even Charlotte broke out some new shit out of nowhere. I don't know when she started doing backflips out of nowhere. Just natural back. What the fuck? Why are you doing backflips?
But
stay back.
Who would your first pick be?
Of all wrestling right now?
Yeah. No. Let's just stick with WWE because WWE are the only ones that seem to do a draft.
Okay. It'd be, sorry, Levi. It'd be Roman Reigns.
Okay, so if I missed out on Roman Reigns, if we were doing this, my next pick would be Charlotte. Because I could make a new Roman Reigns. Mm-hmm. You know, with good storytelling, you could make a new Roman Reigns. Because Roman Reigns, yeah, he's cool and everything, but the main part of Roman Reigns right now, which is making it so good, is the character. And that's the storytelling. Yeah. You could make another Roman Reigns. So, for me, Charlotte may be the top tier for me. If you were to pick Roman Reigns, I could make a new Roman Reigns. Let me go get Charlotte because she is quite difficult to get a new person like her.
Yeah. And, I think I agree. Because Roman is great in his character work. And it's just the full act of everything that's around him, whether it's Paul and it's the Usos dynamic and just the way he carries himself. You can easily slot, someone else. I'm not going to say Ridge Holland's on his level, but if the WWE wanted to go, Ridge Holland's the new king of SmackDown, and you got to acknowledge him, eventually he'll get to that point, I think. But I also agree. Charlotte is, and I hate to do this. I hate to feel like I'm a WWE hype machine with saying this. She is one of these once-in-a-lifetime talents where it's just shit, she just brings it. No, character-wise and wrestling.
I mean, you could say that about all 4 of the 4 horsewomen. But
yes,
Charlotte is, I think, on another level to the other 3.
She's more of a total package, I feel like. Becky's great. More of a character than a wrestler. I don't think Becky could carry everybody to a great match. Becky's great. But Charlotte can carry everybody to a great match. Sasha is great in the match and probably can carry anybody to a great match. But then you got Sasha shit. You got whatever else she's into. You have the baggage that go along with Sasha.
But that's what when you look at the NFL draft, if you have those those outside issues, that lowers your draft stock.
Yeah. And then you got Bayley, who I think
she's severely underrated,
Who, Bayley?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bayley, but she just came into her own during the pandemic of actually finding what her a new character that is more either annoying or connecting. So, But I don't feel like she's on the Charlotte level. I feel like she would be Charlotte light at this current state.
I would say, you know how Tom Brady was a 6th round pick in the draft?
Yeah.
Bailey is my Tom Brady. But you know what? Tom Brady wasn't the finished article. He was a game manager at the beginning and everything. He came in, replaced Drew Bledsoe in the play, like towards the end of the season, to lead them to the playoff to beat the Rams.
Yeah.
Bailey wasn't that great when she first broke onto the main roster. Now she's like one of the top tier women heels.
Yeah, was doing a fantastic job before she got hurt too, and I would consider Bailey in this current era. You may call her Tom Brady, but I'm going to give her Drew Brees in the current era. If you want to compare the horsewomen to NFL players, all-time greats, Bailey is the Drew Brees.
Does that make Charlotte Peyton Manning?
Yes, I was about to go there. Charlotte is Peyton. I may give Becky. Becky is fuck. I had it in my head. I give Becky Brady. Like, she kind of didn't have the college success, which is NXT. She didn't win shit. Was really not an unknown.
I give her Roethlisberger.
Roethlisberger, Big Ben.
Big Ben. She's a bit scrappy, like Big Ben, abrasive.
Yeah, and my Sasha is either Cam Newton or Aaron Rodgers, whatever you want.
Donovan McNabb.
No.
That was great.
Yeah, but he's not a diva. You gotta have a little diva in Sasha. Like, if you're Sasha, Cam Newton's a bit of a diva, and Aaron Rodgers is a super diva.
Fine. Can I replace that pick? She's not quarterback. She's Terrell Owens. She's Terrell Owens.
Just embroiled in controversy. You never know what you're gonna.
No, Sasha is Terrell Owens.
But we were drafting quarterback. My quarterback. I can see Sasha doing sit-ups in the driveway, talking about why she ain't working on her team. I don't know why I'm not invited to camp. No, Kaepernick would not be Sasha. I don't think she stands up for nothing. Kaepernick would be.
Nope.
That is clearly Naomi, in which your talent is just okay, but people get behind you all the time.
Sasha is Aaron Rodgers, is what Levi said.
Yep.
Eric and Becky is Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know. See, Becky, I don't think it's difficult in the back to work with. I feel like Becky would just do whatever they tell her to do.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the men's side. We're drafting. Who's Roman?
Who's Roman?
Who would Roman be in the NFL draft? Or are we doing NFL? I don't know. We want to switch it up. I don't know.
They could be anyone because I've just called Sasha Banks Terrell Owens.
Yeah, but that's still NFL. I mean, if you want to jump to NBA or something like that, in other drafts.
Who is Tamina's comparison? Ryan.
Nah, I gotta think of I got Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez with the Buffalo.
Eric, you put respect on Fitzpatrick now. How dare you call Tamina to Fitzpatrick?
Hey, my natty is Tim Tebow.
No, you can't because now he had longevity. You can't go with Tim Tebow. He was only in the league for that short amount of time.
Like I thought this would be better.
Can't think of anyone really shit, and there's loads of them that played for the Jets.
Yeah. You keep going. Where is Mark Sanchez? Or you go pick USC quarterbacks like Matt Leinart. Who out there? That'd be Tamina. Oh no, you gotta go with somebody that's injury prone with Tamina. Someone that's like, damn man, if they only stayed healthy. What's that dude with the Colts? What's Andrew Luck?
No,
Tamina. Just done.
No, Andrew Luck was good.
Yeah, but he broke down quick.
I want to say Steve McNair. He was always injured, but he was like solid.
Yeah. Shout out to Steve. The late Steve McNair now. Damn.
Oh, did he die?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. All right, I guess it's time to move into the show. We got sidetracked like a mother in this one. Natty is Kurt Warner, a champ that most people like.
Most. I think there's only 2 that I know of that like that.
Hey, I like Natty's in-ring work, but she has nothing of a character. All right, last one. Who's Liv Morgan?
Eric said his mock Sam Darnold because he left and did better than he done. I don't think he did better.
You know, he had a good run. Like, currently, I would say Eric is accurate, in which Mox was doing better at AEW, but then it's kind of like Sam Darnold could fall off later in this year.
No.
Like, it's starting off nice for him.
No, Mox, if you go by the recent standards, Mox is actually Fitzpatrick. Because Fitzpatrick has a cycle where he's good for a new team, starts to be really good, then goes back to being shit again.
Yeah, he got a point.
El Luchador says Liv is RG3. No.
That's kind of accurate for me.
Alex Smith.
Alex Smith. Oh, she got those little hands. For real. She's overcoming the odds. But Alex Smith actually won stuff. She never came close to winning. RG3 is more of a Carmella.
What have we opened up? Why can't Urban Meyer get lapped on? Well, according to ESPN, he can't. And ESPN seem to think that he needs to lose a job. Both those analysts at ESPN, I don't actually like.
Here's what I don't understand about that. And for those who don't know, Urban Meyer got a left dance. He's married and blah, 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 whatever. I should not be fired for what I do with my married life. My personal life should not dictate what I do. Unless I'm a Nazi of some kind, I should not be fired for anything like that. If I'm cheating on my wife, I'm cheating on my wife. That is my business. Same goes for any position in the world, including the President of the United States. Even with the Bill Clinton. If I'm cheating on my wife, that's my business. Okay? I'm doing my fucking job, alright? Monday through Friday, I'm doing my job. On Saturday, I'm cheating on my wife. What? It happens. That's my business.
Okay, we need to get back track. We need to stop talking about other things.
Can we do the last one? Because Wes said Tara Owens is Reggie with the 24/7 champ. Who is Reggie? Who's your Reggie? Because I got mine.
Someone elusive. Who is MJD? Maurice Jones-Drew.
No. See, for me, Reggie is more pizzazz. He's extremely athletic, and you're gonna like him for that one time he did something good. That one flip or that one catch. Nope. Odell Beckham. That's who
No, who's
Reggie
the other
is.
one? Who's the one that in the Super Bowl against Patriots caught the ball against his helmet?
Wasn't that Armani Toomer? I think it was Armani Toomer with the Giants, right?
No, I think
No. I'm thinking the Giants. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was a Giant.
Yeah, but he didn't become a Patriot. You're talking about the Patriots, though.
No. I'm talking about who for the Giants caught the ball against their helmet.
Oh, it was Armani Toomer, I believe.
That might be Reggie.
Reggie is hot sauce. Now skip to Malu. At least he made the league. He shouldn't have. But anyway, let's go. With sidetrack, I have nothing really to say about Monday Night Raw. Raw was, for the most part, a complete shit show of a show. It wasn't horrible. It just wasn't up to what. It didn't need to be 3 hours. It was this long diatribe of stuff. It was just stuff happening.
Okay, so do you know what? There's too many notes for this Raw because so much shit happened on it. So
we don't have to. I say we could paraphrase Raw. We'll do a Hulu version of Raw. We'll just talk about the important stuff because it's just a lot of shit. I don't need to talk about New Day and Hurt Business, followed by Street Profits coming out to the ring.
Yeah, I didn't even include that in it. So it kicks off with Becky announcing that she's the #1 pick. Then out comes the most deadliest woman in the game, Charlotte, and states that she made Becky famous. Bianca states that she had an unfinished business with both Becky and Charlotte when Charlotte shushed Bianca, and I was like, oh shit, business about to pick up. And I thought it was already on. Charlotte goes on to say Bianca has accomplished many things that she has already done, but she should be asking for her autograph because she paved the way for her.
Paved that shit with real cement.
And then Becky decided to start stirring that pot.
Yep.
And it was hilarious.
Yeah. He's like, well, I think she'll whoop your ass and I'll whoop her ass. Like, what are you talking about, Becky? I'm so distracted by the chat room as they're still talking about draft picks and who. We clearly know who O.J. Simpson was. It's Benoit, guys. It's Benoit. It's the black sheep of wrestling.
You can't call Bobby O.J. Simpson. You just can't.
No, you can't.
I will not accept
Even though
that.
he didn't kill Lana. Okay? Nothing happened with that. Lana killed Lana.
So we get Jeff Hardy versus Damian Priest.
Hold on. I know, I'm sorry. Nia Jax is the O.J. Simpson. And when she keeps doing shit to people and getting away with it. He keeps getting away with it.
No, Nia's I can't say his first name. Sue.
Adamika Sue?
Yeah. Monster.
Dirty
Monster nose
player.
tackle. So we get Jeff Hardy versus Damian Priest for the US title. It was an okay match, but I didn't think for a second Jeff Hardy was taking that loss.
No,
was taking that title to SmackDown.
Not a minute. Nope, not a second, not a minute, not a third. Oh. Okay, maybe there was a part of me that blinked when he went up with the swanton and landed. I went, oh shit! And then he got pinned. I was like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Because I was worried for that. And then, how dare, it's McKenzie, right? That's the announcer that came up to us was like,
No, that
"Why you
wasn't
gonna interview me?"
that was the other one. The other, I can't remember that one's name.
I always mix it. I knew it wasn't McKenzie, but I couldn't think of her name anyway. But how dare you come up to me after a loss and question where my career is going after I just lost? I just got drafted to SmackDown. I don't need to start thinking about retirement.
Did he tease Willow? He teased Willow on SmackDown.
He teased the dude. Yeah. I maybe against Willow in the past, but Jeff Hardy needs something new. If you're going to keep him around, give Jeff Hardy something new. Okay? I'm tired of the same old Jeff Hardy. I've seen the writing on the wall.
I was about to make that joke too. And then Austin Theory wants a selfie and then takes him down. And takes a better selfie.
What do you think of the new Austin Theory? That he's kind of not he's the more of the Wade family Austin Theory, but on his own instead of like just I'm an arrogant guy, young. And stuff.
I think he's still. I don't think the father-son thing of Papa John and thing would work on the main roster anyway. So it might work. Who knows?
He's just a meat. He's back to. I think he's kind of a meathead, but he's kind of mean-spirited. I guess he's kind of evil, but I feel like he shouldn't be on his own. He needs somebody. He needs a hype man of some kind.
I'm getting this. Eric, no. Jeff is not Peyton Manning.
No.
No.
Could you imagine watching Monday night or Manny Night Football with Matt and Jeff? No, it's not. Jeff is not. Jeff is the NFL player that is loved no matter what he did. Jeff would be like Mike Vick. Oh, no, he's kind of hated.
He's still kind of hated.
Mike Vick is kind of hated.
He's just not coming back from what Mike Vick did. I
love Mike Vick still. Let's go, Mike Vick.
So I'm only good. Is Riddle just there to try and break Randy during promo segments?
Yeah, but Randy's doing a good job at keeping his face because this was something I was intrigued about. Him challenging Omos, and I wanted the match between Randy and Omos.
Yeah, I wanted it.
I really wanted it. I really did. Huh?
I thought we got it before.
No. They had the tag matches and they've interacted, but they never actually had a one-on-one match. And I actually wanted to see Omos in it was like in Liar Liar. I really wanted to see Omos in the ring tonight, and I didn't get it. It was very disappointing. Very disappointing.
So we move on to Shayna Bazer versus Dana Brooke. First of all, they need to stop showing Nia Jax getting her arm broke because it sounds like a pig squealing when she starts screaming. And then I also thought Dana Brooke was pregnant.
Yeah, that was breaking news by somebody. I think it was you, Manny.
It was me because I saw it.
I took your word for it.
I
took your word for it and just went with it. And then, you know, I see it this week and I was going, that was the quickest baby I've ever seen happen. Lacey Evans still not back?
No, because remember this image. Look, I got it up here. Hold on. This image here was taken a few months ago. I think it was taken end of July, where she says, "Here we go, 1 week," and it's clearly an emoji of someone holding a belly, which is pregnant.
Or she's fat, Manny, and she's about to go on a new diet.
Maybe. Who knows?
No one ever posted 1 week pregnant.
Yeah,
who's ever been caught up like that?
Immediately after that, Mandy appeared on NXT.
True.
She was about to break the arm of Dana Brooke, but then Doudrop makes the most casual save. I think almost as casual as Orange Cassidy a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
on Rampage.
But you know the problem with Doudrop, I think she was running as hard as she could. That was the problem.
No, she was
but then she started off running. Then it was a skip, like halfway down, and then I was like, just break her arm already. Just break it. Shout out to Shayna Bazer for getting the juice back in her head. That because Monday Night Raw literally used to be at some point in this 3 hours, Shayna Bazer will get pinned. And it would be advertised. Because he would be advertising the match. And Shayna Bazer will get pinned tonight. Who would have got it tonight? Is it Mandy? Is it Dana? Is it Alicia Fox? Anybody could have pinned Dana. Anybody could have pinned Shayna Bazer. But, you know, she's getting her heat back. And she's going to SmackDown. And I feel like in both drafts, they really beefed up the women's division. They really, like...
Well, they tried.
They may have split up tag teams, but they did beef it up. I know one of them had a beef app that doesn't count.
So, Marcus, I think there's a conspiracy.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
It involves Kayla, Braxton, and Patrick, the Irish guy. I don't know.
Kevin Patrick.
Is it Kevin Patrick?
It is Kevin Patrick.
I'm calling him Patrick. It sounds better. And I think their conspiracy is to give Paul Heyman a heart attack. Because the Usos got drafted to SmackDown in the first pick of the draft. Paul had to breathe a sigh of relief, and then they were walking the backstage all happy, where he interviews Paul Heyman and the Usos. Paul Heyman announces not only is he the wise man to the tribal chief, he is the warden of the Uso Penitentiary. He's happy, Marcus. He knows he's happy. And then he brings up Brock Lesnar. And then suddenly everything changes. They couldn't let him have his moment. They just couldn't let him have his moment.
He was proud. At this moment in his life, he was proud, man. He got the deal that Roman needed. I like that the Usos was picked first round, like in the top 3, because that seemed like that's a little high for them. Like I feel like they could have been a 3rd round pick. Nothing personal, but tag team wrestling isn't what's high in the streets in the WWE.
I mean, they could have really played off that. Like if they didn't get drafted in the first round, that would have made great like little backstage stuff. like if they got picked up in the 3rd round, like you said. How many good segments could you have had, like from the first round, the second round? You could have had 2 segments of him. Like, Paul, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mind if there was a segment of Paul Heyman just banging on Pierce in Sonya Deville's locker room. Like, the hell are you doing? What are you doing? They're going to kill me. They're going to kill me. And like the Usos are just waiting. All right, it's the final round, Paul. It's the final round. We don't go. And then it's like Paul just waiting in the corner. It's like, thank Jesus. Thank you.
So we got Mansoor and Ali versus Garza and Humberto. Both teams have been drafted to SmackDown. After this, I don't think we're getting Mansoor and Ali winning in Saudi, Marcus.
Oh, still, Manny, still.
Who?
Still. They're gonna beat the Usos. They're gonna beat the Usos. They're gonna beat the Usos in Saudi Arabia.
There's not enough Saudi money in the world to make that happen.
There is enough They're going to win it in Saudi Arabia, rematch that shit up on SmackDown, give the Usos back their title. They are winning those titles. It is, look, think of it. Babyface heels. They're getting that. It's happening. It's happening.
And then we get the biggest tag match in WWE history as Big E calls out Drew. Drew challenges Big E for a championship match. They are interrupted by the Dirty Dogs. Dolph wants Big E to thank him for his mentoring and and even mentoring Drew McIntyre back then. Yes. And then Bobby Roode decides to interject and say people call him Big Bob. I don't think anyone ever
no one calls you Big Bob, which made me laugh. I don't think that's nobody.
And then Drew McIntyre calls him Big D. So Marcus, from now on this show, Drew McIntyre is now referred to as Big Dick McIntyre.
No, I'm not doing that. I don't care how big his sword is he carries. I am not calling him Big D McIntyre.
So, which leads to the biggest tag match ever: Big E and Big D versus Dolph Ziggler and Big Bob.
The thing is, he's not even the biggest Bob on the show he's on. Just Bobby Lashley. Yeah, Bobby Lashley's bigger than him. If I'm Vince, I'm going like, we still call him Bob? We're still calling him Bob? He's just Rude or Robert, okay? Dolph Ziggler and Robert.
And then I thought this was just there. It was okay, but it was just there. Big E accepted Drew's challenge after the match. The Saudi.
Yeah. Nah, Drew ain't winning. Take your ass to SmackDown, Drew. You ain't beat Big E. Not Saudi Arabia.
So I labeled this a 24/7 mess, where there was an elaborate plan to capture Reggie, which included a hit and run.
Yes. Yes. And Apollo's already chasing that title. As he walks in the door, he sees, my future is bright. These are, told you these are going to be great. Oh, that 24/7 title will be around my waist. No!
I honestly feel like WWE need to make a call to Prince Nana and put him with Apollo.
Prince Nana is never leaving Ring of Honor.
But how crazy is he? Every time I see him, it's funny.
Yeah, he's never leaving Ring of Honor. Ever. I don't know what he was. Yeah, stake in the company. He's never going to leave there.
Oh, Eric did say, who wins? Vince got his champion challenger tag match. I didn't even think of that.
He did.
I didn't even think of that.
Vince is at it again. He's at it again. We got the Braun Breaker Ciampa match a few weeks ago at NXT. Now we have this match with Big E and McIntyre. You know what? Soon enough, Roman and McIntyre are going to team together in some random convoluted match.
The funny thing about this was I was distracted by all the uses of the term big and therefore forgot that there was a champion challenger tag match.
Vince's favorite thing to do.
He used smoke and mirrors to look at me.
At Vince's funeral, I swear to God, don't let me book it. We're going to have a match that night. It will be a champion challenge match.
No, it'd be a champion that died, but with a number one contender next to the casket. That's awful. I apologize. Yeah. So Kevin Owens comes out. Before he could even speak, he's interrupted by Tozawa.
No one got time to hear him talk about AEW.
I thought it was strange that he got drafted anyway, but there you go. He welcomes KO back to Raw. He apologizes for interrupting him. He states he doesn't want to fight KO, but he wants to fight Reggie for the 24/7 title. Very polite, Tozawa is.
Yeah.
But then gets a stunner for his troubles.
Yes. I wish they did more with Tozawa. I really like Tozawa in the ring. Why is he this guy? Why are you this?
What happened to you?
Yeah. Where's your dignity? Ask for your release for God's sakes. They'll give it to you. They'll give it to you, Tozawa.
So, Marcus, I had a lot of time to watch Raw this week, today.
Oh. Nice.
Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash versus Tamina and Natty was on. I played
for the final time ever.
I played this at 4 times speed because I did not care, regardless if this was a good match or not.
This was a Matt classic, Manny, and I think you need to go back and watch the footage. Watch it frame by frame and realize the excellence that this match produced.
I'd
No,
rather
you can
learn.
skip-
I'd
you can
rather
skip.
watch Marvel videos.
This was the last time you were going to see this match. No, what the most disappointing thing about this fucking draft and the split up of Knox and Shanti? They have been on this winning streak on every show,
Yeah, and
they said they're going to be contenders for these tag titles, and they never got the match. And now, until as recently as Friday, when they came out with the tank and shot the missile through the ceiling. According to McAfee, at the tag team champions. Yet, we're never going to see what can happen. It's always going to be a what if.
So, Goldberg comes out. He's still claiming that Lashley intentionally hurt Gage, and we also saw that little prick jump on his back.
He jumped on the rail. He could have been anybody. My life was on the line. I'm going to kill somebody. I didn't know it was your son, Bill. Gage. What a stupid name anyway. Him and Hook need to form a tag team.
Lashley demands an apology for character assassination and gives him the match at Crown Jewel with the rules being no holds barred. Goldberg says that gives him a license to kill. He says he apologizes to his kids. He's going to apologize to his kids when he kills Lashley. And then the Hurt Business are back to being chumps again.
Yeah, back to doing what they do best, and that's job. But and then get beat up by Goldberg. No, Goldberg. I want to explain Goldberg. A no holds barred match does not give you the qualification to kill. But a no holds barred match in Saudi Arabia, you got the license to kill.
I mean, you enter Saudi Arabia, I reckon you got a license to kill.
Yeah. This is the only license to kill match. If you can put it on there, license to kill match. Goldberg versus Lashley. The loser loses life match. In Saudi Arabia.
So basically, this is a red light, green light match.
Oh no, Goldberg just took the pin. And he's trying to leave. There's a bunch of people grabbing Goldberg as he's about to be beheaded in front of a national execution. What are we looking at?
Do you think Reggie would win red light, green light?
I think he'd be able to stop. I believe he'll stop on a dime. He can stop on a dime. I think Reggie would have won the Squid Game. He's trash, but I think he can win the Squid Game. I think he'd have the ability to get through the honeycomb. I feel like he would have just... The whole glass thing, he would have just walked through the middle and tight-roped it back.
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
No one said you couldn't. If you could shove other people into glass, you can be able to tightrope stuff. He'll do a handstand across the... What is he doing?
By the way, Seth's interview was probably one of the funniest things I saw. Because Patrick tried to kill his vibe, but Seth was having none of it.
Yes. Seth came over there being the new visionary of Trip.
That's an awesome name as well. No, why has that only become a thing? The visionary of Drip.
Just put all his stuff together, the visionary of Drip. Like, forget Drip God. He sees the drip before anybody else sees it. So yeah, this man is clearly on cocaine, and I've never experienced. Like, you can see all the symptoms, guys. He's all the symptoms. I'm glad Jeff Hardy's no longer on the show with him.
The Ryan.
Oh no, I think Eric said in the chat, Jeff Hardy and the Usos together is not a good sign. Things can go wrong.
When did he say that?
It's early on in the show when we were talking about Jeff Hardy.
Okay.
And back to the draft. Levi said Omos is the new Bo. No, he's Taco Fall. I love him, and I don't care what anybody else say.
So we get a New Day and Shelton and Cedric. They're playing off Shelton and Cedric are hurt because Goldberg got to them. But by the way, Cedric is just trash. I can't give him anything anymore. Because who loses to an elbow drop off the top rope?
So that was beat up by Goldberg before the match? I don't know. I don't know.
And then Woods got right in the camera and begging him to be crowned at the King of the Ring.
Yep, he pointed. It's not happening. If Walter's is in that King of the Ring, which I want him to be, you can't win it. You can't win it. You have no chance.
And every time Woods lies, his hairline goes backwards. Okay.
I feel like the entire New Day hairline goes backwards.
RK Bro comes out. Randy's still waiting on Omos's answer to answer his challenge. AJ calls Randy insignificant, states that they're going to take those tag titles away from him. Before Omos can speak, a brawl takes place. AJ gets RKO'd. Omos is just pissed.
Omos, yeah, I'm disappointed I didn't get the match. That's all. I don't know why I wanted it. It's probably been trash, but I wanted this. I wanted it. Damn it.
I think we still can get it next week.
Next week on the Raw. No, it's King of the Ring next week. Omos ain't entering that unless we get King Omos.
3 hours, Marcus. They're not going to do King of the Ring for 3 hours.
Manny, they've done tag team gauntlets for about hours and halves, and they start up matches and they finish at the end. We're going to get 3 hours of matches.
No, we're not.
Because we're going to get the night one tournament of Raw, or we're going to get the tournament for the end of finale on Raw, I believe.
Maybe. And then we get Bianca Belair versus Charlotte. Becky is rhyming on commentary. Rhyming.
Yeah. I felt like I was listening to an Irish Muhammad Ali. I don't know what. She had bars for days. And it was just out of nowhere. I feel like they were completely on the fly. No one thought she was going to rhyme these words. And she was just coming out. I was like, who's on the commentary? John Cena in 2006? This is outrageous.
It was a good match to end the show, but it didn't get a proper finish again, like SmackDown, where Sasha Banks makes a big statement. A bank statement.
A big statement. Came out in all blue, like Sasha Smurf, and just stabbed the back of everybody. If Sasha was a Smurf, she would be the downfall of Smurf civilization.
The funny thing about this was I was hoping she got a bit of Charlotte, because the shoes she's wearing are the Ric Flair sneaks.
Are they?
Woo. Yeah, which say woo on the sole.
That's disrespectful.
Imagine getting stomped out by your own dad's shoe.
Yeah, that'd be the low point of my life. That's the low point of your life right there. Like, ah!
I mean, there's been worse, but like, yeah.
But yeah, Sasha ends Raw on top, and we're going to a Fatal 4-Way, right? I feel like they just haven't announced it. It's a Fatal 4-Way for both titles, right?
It might be that where there's 2 falls.
Yeah. And you can switch the titles off brands and stuff, and because we still have that mix-up going on with the titles, right? That's the only time that's mixed up, and they can fix it with that. Done in Saudi. Unless they live streaming that son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Just like how we're live streaming tomorrow, same time, Escape The Undertaker. And I did a little trial this earlier before the start of the show, where I was just checking if it worked, and it does on the computer, because I was like, if it only works on the thing, I'm gonna have to alter the whole setup. The opening choice is to decide if you're ready or not, and I clicked I'm too scared, and it rolled credits immediately.
I'm too scared. Don't be scared.
But the good thing about this is if we kill someone or go somewhere wrong, it allows you to go backwards, so you don't have to start from the beginning. So the stream won't be 6 hours long tomorrow.
I want to know how many alternate endings are there, or angles. I'm curious what level did they go? Did they go what's that show? Black Mirror, where it's like 5,000 different endings.
Hold on, Jen's here and she says, "I see a tag match. Have you caught Teddy Long? Have you caught Teddy Long disease? I swear."
Have you seen a number one contender and a heavyweight champion in the same ring together? Because I see tag match in which they will team up to vanquish 2 mid-card acts for whatever reason.
Normally Dolph Ziggler and someone else.
And at the end and at the end of the match, there will be a little dissension of who gets to land their finishing move as the other person is unnecessarily blind tagged, and they go, "Oh, you disrespected me right now." Can't expect it anywhere. Expect it out of nowhere.
Oh, we're back to this now. Is CM Punk Kirk Cousins?
What the fuck?
No!
No, CM Punk is Joe Namath. He had his
No.
moment. He just won't go away. You had it.
No, because Joe Namath didn't come back and play.
Who's the most vocal?
Brett Favre.
Well, if we go back, CM Punk could be Rogers.
No,
Everybody
Rogers
called
didn't
him.
walk,
Go.
Rogers didn't walk away and then come
He
back.
did this year. He did. He quit the Green Bay Packers and came
No, he
back this
didn't.
year. He quit. He was never going to show up to camp and everything. He quit this year.
CM Punk's Mike Vick.
Beloved. But Mike Vick was too great. Mike Vick was great.
So's Punk in some circles, if you ask.
No, and Punk has no athletic ability whatsoever.
If you ask
Mike
some
Vick was
people-
a great athlete.
If you ask some people, CM Punk is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah,
Those
but
people are
sliced
wrong.
bread- Yeah,
Those
and
people are
sli-
wrong, but
If I were to compare CM Punk to any great invention, it would be sliced bread. In which, yes, you're calling yourself the greatest invention, but you're not. The internet and electricity got you beat. Come on, sliced bread. You're overrated.
Eric said Aaron just wanted Cobb back.
All right, when we're talking about this, who's Cody? Who's Cody?
So there's just a game manager. So
He thinks he's greater than he is.
Derek Carr.
Can probably get you somewhere, maybe. But Derek Carr, I feel like it's on the quiet side. Like I couldn't imagine Derek Carr having that interest Cody has. Coming out with an old man with a Glock.
It's a difficult Cody one because Cody has Cody is middle of the road. Like he isn't any better than just there.
I kind of want to say Cam Newton because of all the outfits and the elaborateness of it, but Cam Newton was just beat up over his career.
Yeah, but
Never got to actually show his prospect, his potential.
Cam Newton was an MVP once upon a time.
Yeah.
Cody's never getting into that status. Cody may be Kirk Cousins all the way, which is what Lucha Dog says, which I think is maybe true.
I got it. Dak Prescott.
Mm.
No, Tony Romo. It has to be a Cowboys
No, I
quarterback.
like Tony Romo.
He has to be like a Cowboys quarterback, but you're all right. You're solid, but you're not as good as people want to blow you up to be just because you were the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
No.
And then Jessica Simpson, even though Tony Romo and Jessica Simpson's long been done, is Brandy.
Eric says Cody is Tannehill because he had a brief moment of greatness. Not this Sunday when he got sacked multiple times by the Jets. The Jets, Jets have
They
a
got
win,
the-
people.
you got the
Have a
win.
One win this season. I believe that may be the only one. As I watched them this Sunday to play the Falcons in England, I don't think they're winning this Sunday, and I've spent way too much money for this ticket.
We all know that it's all right. We all know the NFL season don't begin until the Jets get their first win, Manny. We all know.
So that was week. I think that was week 16 last year.
Yeah, very short season. It's like I know you guys don't have Groundhog Day, but maybe you get the reference. But when the Jets win, that means the Groundhog saw his shadow.
I mean, I said we probably get 4 wins. That's looking kind of unlikely now.
I can see him getting another one, you know.
I maybe 3 wins.
Cody is
I don't see
Baker
4.
Mayfield.
No, Baker Mayfield is kind of showing up. They've surrounded him with a good cast.
Yeah, but think of it. Cody is surrounded by a good cast and is kind of showing up every now and then.
No, because no, I can't give it Cody. I can never give it to Cody. You can't give that to Cody.
You can't give him the Browns.
No. I actually think Baker Mayfield better than him.
Wow, look at Eric jumping the gun with Go Chargers. Oh, Matt Ryan. Matty Ice. It's Cody. Oh, you know who Cody? Maybe Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
Not as good as you're all hype.
Yeah.
Not as good. You know, I should have carried any team he was on. But, just all right. Career fell pretty short.
My Google search is just going to be average quarterbacks. So you got Kirk Cousins, Matthew Stafford, Andy Dalton.
Oh, Andy Dalton. That's the most average.
Joe Flacco.
Oh, yeah, damn.
I'm not giving Chad Henne. Chad Henne never was.
No. He's nothing.
Chad Pennington.
Oh, he had a moment. He had a moment of greatness. Injury stifled him.
Carson Palmer.
These average ass Joes. These journeymen. Team to team. Next you gonna bring up Jeff Kidner? Or John
I was gonna
Kidner?
say Troy Aikman.
Vinny Testaveri's coming in
Oh,
there.
wait, don't you dare discuss ill will of Vinny Testaverde, my hero.
He's an average. He's the greatest Jets quarterback in the past 40 years.
Whenever we needed him, we called him up. He was just sitting on his sofa. Our quarterback died again. Chad Pennington's hurt again. Can you come out of retirement? Yes, I'll come out of retirement.
I'm Vinny Testaverde.
Number 16, greatest quarterback in my lifetime.
We could also call Cody Phillip Rivers, who had a great career. It's just he was in San Diego.
Phillip Rivers is too good. Phillip Rivers is Cesaro.
It's so true. That is the nail on the head. I'm here. I'm great. People love me. I'm doing a great job. Oh, my team knows how to blow games by themselves. I'm never on the field when we lose. I'm never on the field. He never got that last drive. Like Manny and Brady and Rodgers and all these other quarterbacks who get like the last 2-minute drives. Philip never gets back on the field. It seems the defense would just blow the game. What do you want? Kicker would miss the field goal. Just never had that luck.
Yeah, so Cesaro is Rivers. Man,
We spent more time on that than actual Raw, and
we had more fun with that.
Yeah, 40 minutes of the show is talking about name NFL quarterbacks and compare to wrestlers.
Yeah, but we spent a good proportion of the start of the show comparing men to women.
Captain Horsewomen and shit.
Russell Wilson was a bit of a diva though, wasn't he?
Kinda.
So that's more Sasha. It's just her husband's isn't a diva himself.
Yeah. Well, Russell Wilson's wife is Sierra, so
Yeah.
he's winning. If I were to get, I feel like Ricochet will be Russell Wilson, in which he's athletic, he does good work, and he doesn't really win anything. He won once. He got that one. That's kind of the way Ricochet.
Ciara is the diva and she speaks for Russell.
Yeah, she does all the talking.
Does that mean Russell Wilson's Cody?
Oh shit! We found that Cody. We found Cody, everybody. Because he has Brandy and Sierra. There it is. We found it.
Man.
By the way, we didn't really bring up AEW too much other than Cody, but Rampage, Jesus Christ, ratings in the toilet. Cody show in the toilet. Dynamite's doing well, huh? Yeah.
The Cody show's in the toilet.
Yeah. It had like 400 people watching it. 400,000 people. Sorry. It's bad for a reality show. I feel like you can at least get 6 by accident.
Yeah, but around, I mean, it's not funny. Like Total Divas wasn't even about wrestling.
No, it was pure drama. My favorite part, no one told the Divas had. This is what gets them on the great. Not only worse, it's the Divas or whatnot. You still had the Bellas who were married to John Cena, and you had Bryan Danielson who's also on there. Like two of the best wrestlers legit in the world on the reality show as side characters.
No, the best side character on that was Natty.
Well, Natty's a part of the show. She's like a main character of the show.
No. Because she always has these weird side quests. Like I remember watching one episode, and they were talking about Natty having to take a drug test or something, and then Natty immediately just drives the car into a wall so she doesn't have to take it.
I think that's what Total Divas had going for it more, is that they had better side characters. Because you had Naomi, she had the Usos with her. You had Renee who was on there, and she had Mox. You know, they had better side characters than what Cody had. Like, I want to say, of all the wrestling shows we watched, Total Divas may have the greatest wrestling lineup of all time.
Eric,
You had Wade Barrett, Sonny, Alicia Fox.
Wade Barrett was only because of Alicia Fox.
Got a whole gimmick out of it.
Eric said Cody and Brandi don't have a personality. They spent the majority of the show talking about wrestling instead of focusing on their marriage. They made the show for wrestling fans.
Wrestling fans don't want that.
Yeah, they do.
You want reality? No, they don't want the wrestling show.
You want to capture the people that watch trash TV, and yeah. I will not watch that because I enjoy watching trash TV, but that is not the type of trash I like to watch.
I don't want to hear about the wrestling. I watched Total Divas, and I was always more fixated on what was going on in the background. Oh, look at Sheamus walking around back there. And they will blur out Sheamus' face, but you clearly see Sheamus.
I liked when Natty was trying to pair up Big E with her sister. And there was just a clip. There was just a video of Big E in the hot tub with her sister, and then Big E looking very uncomfortable.
Just great. That's television. That's the show I want for my reality show. Just garbage. Like WWE is a master at producing garbage shows. We watch Raw every week, so they know how to get you.
The same thing with Total Bellas. The happening in the back was hilarious. The best thing about I think Total Bellas was when Brian and Brie stayed at John Cena's house, and there was all these rules. There's so many rules to live in John Cena's house.
Yeah, you can see why it didn't work out. And John being a bastard. No, I don't want kids, and I won't marry you.
And then
walk away. Bastard.
This whole thing where men go into one room and the women go into another after dinner, where the men smoke cigars and drink whiskey, and the women do other things. I might go watch that now. I've run out of things to watch.
Oh, for the record though, you know, those Total Divas, just random side stories. Like, the only wrestling I cared about was Natty being told she's not going to make WrestleMania and them being bumped. That was the only thing that was worth a damn for wrestling. Everything else, wrestling was shown in, like, quick clips. It was like, oh, look at what they're doing. Good match out there, Trinity. And, what's the other fucking actor? Cameron and her man and his drama. Like, why does this show? Why are they on the show?
Speaking of things watching, I did try and start watching Seinfeld because it was on Netflix. I don't find that funny at all. Is there something that I just don't get? Is I'm not white enough to watch it.
You're not. Seinfeld's a solid show, but you know, it probably didn't age well as most other sitcoms probably. Just watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, it's a better version of it. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is a better version of Seinfeld to me. It's the same concept, but just sociopaths just living their life.
I always want to punch George in the face. Always. Before he even opens his mouth.
I would kill Kramer every time he comes around.
I don't mind watching Curb.
Yeah, but I feel like it's a better Kirby's a better version of Seinfeld. It's the
All of those
Seinfeld that
people are
what you call it
horrible
always was.
on Seinfeld.
Yeah, they're supposed to be horrible. They're a bunch of sociopaths, and it's always telling you Philadelphia takes that to the next level of basically being Seinfeld, but worse people.
Yeah, thing is, that was more funnier because all they did was because you knew they were assholes. These people
Yeah.
are trying to in Seinfeld. They're trying to play off that they're cool. They're all right human beings, but they're
No, but they're assholes. Yeah, they're assholes. That's when you come down. Like in the later scene, you realize they realize they're just assholes. Like, like the series ends with them going to jail for being just assholes. You guys are a bunch of assholes.
Eric says, "Doesn't Marcus need to sleep?" Eric trying to put you to sleep again.
Oh, come on, man. Who are you, Seal Punk? I ain't going to sleep. You think you're Kenta? I ain't going to sleep. Oh, no, he's right. He's right. Fuck you.
Yeah, so we probably should close this up. I will probably talk more about my hate about Seinfeld later during the week. Join us tomorrow. Same time. Maybe a bit later if you want to sleep in.
No, same time. Fuck sleep. My day off, fuck sleep. I am already excited for tomorrow. Dodgers wildcard game. God damn it. God damn it.
What time's that?
That's at 5 p.m. Pacific time.
So we got loads of time.
Loads of time. But I'm going to let you know right now, people. I ain't watching no damn Dynamite tomorrow. I'm going to probably watch it later in the night or something. But I ain't watching no damn Dynamite. Wildcard game.
Thursday.
Huh?
The review show's on Thursday.
Yeah. I'll have it done. I'll probably watch Dynamite Thursday or something. But the Dodgers are playing a very stressful game tonight. And tonight, or not tonight, tomorrow night. And then you got Yanks and Sox tonight. Baseball playoffs is nothing like it in the world. Don't give a damn. Don't give a damn what you say. The tension is real.
My player on the show is still batting like he's on steroids. I once had his hit record. I once had his hit thing at 0.7.
I really wish you could do a baseball RPG and just be like, yeah, I want to be Hill. I want to be on steroids. I want to do all the coke. I want to be on a yacht doing coke, and I have a game at this tomorrow night. We'll hot make the game. Do a little mini game of trying to get to there as you're completely wasted and
stumbling over shit.
Yeah. And then you got like you're at the plate, you're trying to like hit the ball, you're all fucked up. That's what I want. The announcer to try to cover for you. Oh yeah, he was really looking at a lot of film last night. That's why he seems so exhausted. His eyes are buckshot.
So
and it's gone. Forgive him.
This show was literally anything but wrestling today.
That's what happens when you give us Raw. This show was canceled last week anyway.
So we'll be back tomorrow and Thursday and Saturday. Catch us on one of those shows. We're out. Peace.
Peace.